So what did you expect the visitor to feel going in your pavilion?
Well, I think the whole point is that the visitor is encouraged to try to find their version of home, try to find themselves inside the painting, try to climb inside the painting and feel where their sense of self is. If you've lost your home, if you had to leave your home because it was destroyed, or you were born somewhere and then you left when you were a baby, or you decided to go to somewhere else to make a better life, you have to hang on to some of those things from the old place. You have to hang on to perhaps the food or music or fabrics, but you also have to lean into, try to understand the behaviors of the new place. But you have to do both these things at the same time.
A mariage.
Yes, perhaps. And you
No, not a real mariage, about the old country and the new country, in a way.
Well, I think in some ways it's very little to do with the country. It's to do with the history of yourself. And so in the new place, you need to, instead of spending your whole life dreaming that you can go back to the old place, you have to somehow understand the old place, but make something try to work in the new place. And I want visitors to ask themselves questions about what they feel about where they live and who they are and how those places became those places.
But for me, what is striking is the dimension of pleasure looking at your painting. It's very strong.
Mm-hmm.
There's joy, really joy, and also the presence of pattern make it very rich, the experience. What do you think?
Well, I think I've always used colour to speak to the visitor. It's my way of saying, come nearer, come into this space with me, rather than rejecting the visitor as
But you
the
could,
unknown.
if you would use more black, for example, or more dark colors, you think people will not come to you?
I think if you use browns and greys, what happens is there becomes how should we say, a kind of distance between the painting and the viewer, in which the viewer is more uncertain, feels less
Welcome.
Yes, in a sense.
In fact, you welcome people in their own home.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You want to welcome people.
Oh, absolutely, because you can't have a conversation with somebody unless you welcome them in. If you don't welcome them, whether it's a theatre foyer or a restaurant or your home, then you can't hope to begin to have any kind of conversation.
What about pattern? Okay, what about patterns?
Well, I've always been really interested in pattern because I think that it's a form of language. You can wear patterns, wear clothes with patterns, and you're saying something quite particular to other people that you maybe wouldn't say with words. So if you and I were wearing spotted polka dot dresses today, we would be saying something quite particular about who we were and how we might be to each other. And I think that's kind of important. I think we sometimes do it consciously because we're always making decisions about clothes, about patterns, about colour, when we buy clothes, when we decorate our homes. And these decisions are not made lightly. So I think it's important to interrogate what pattern does and what pattern is.
So Great Britain is welcoming people.
Absolutely not.
With you.
What Great Britain is doing in my pavilion is appearing to welcome you. But when you're in there, you understand that we who live there are trying to work out how best to live in a place that pretends that it's welcoming, but is in fact questioning. If you walk down the street and you come from somewhere else, in Britain people will say, oh, and where are you from? And we all know it means, where are you from? Perhaps you're going back there soon.
Really?
And that is what, you know that's so, and that is what's happening in that room. The sound of the birds gets stronger and stronger. The sound of the bees gets more and more intense. The song moves around the room. So the whole air of the place appears benign, but gradually becomes darker and less certain and begins to unravel.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.